Welcome to my channel once again.
Dr. Asadi Srinivasulu.
Good morning, my dear students. Last class we have completed introduction to cyber security. Today we'll follow the next concept, Python programming, then followed with the computer networks and cloud computing. So last class we have completed introduction to cyber security. Today I am going to complete Python programming, then followed by the computer networks and cloud computing. I'll explain these concepts a bit fast because we need to cover 4 more topics are there, then followed by the practicals. Last 2 weeks completely practicals we are going to do. And these are the 16 concepts last class I have explained. And today I am going to explain Python programming, complete 12 topics like variables, data types, basic mathematical operations, operator precedence, string operations, functions, conditional statements, classes and objects, Python collections like arrays, sets, lists, tuples, dictionaries, and the loop statements, file operations, exceptions. Then followed by the standard library, NumPy. Why it is being noise? SciPy, Pandas, Scikit-learn, Matplotlib, Natural Language Toolkit, TensorFlow, Keras, and PyTorch. So these are the 12 topics I am going to explain. Please listen carefully, then followed by the computer networks and cloud computing. So in this Python programming, so first I am dividing into 3-4 modules like built-in language features. So Python supports built-in language features called variables. What is variable? Variable is a container to store the value, to store the data. Variable is a varying value at runtime duration, is called variable. Data types. Data types are used to perform real-time
Nivedita, mute yourself. Nivedita.
Data types are it solves real-time applications. Data types are used to perform various types like numeric, character, string, floating point, etc. Basic mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo division. Operator precedence means the expressions of mathematics. How do we solve it? Based on the baud mass. Baud mass is nothing but bracket, order, and division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Then string operations. String is a collection of characters, and string operations like string length, string concatenation, string reverse, string comparison, and string copy. These are the operations. Functions. Function is a set of rules to perform specific task. There are 2 types of functions, built-in functions and user-defined functions. Conditional statements like if else, elif, ladder, etc. Then classes. Class is a collection of objects, and object is a physical entity, real-time entity. Instance of a class is called object. Python collections like arrays. Array is a container or array is a index to store multiple values, to store homogeneous elements, same type of elements. Array is a collection of homogeneous elements and shared by a common name. Sets Set is a within the square bracket we are storing array elements. Array index starts from 0 to n minus 1. Set is also a Python collection. Set is a collection of items within the flower brace. Tuple is a collection of items within the parenthesis. List is a collection of items within the square bracket, but it can allow duplicate values. Dictionary is a collection of items based on the key value pair. Loop is a iterative statements to perform n number of times. There are two types of loops we are studying, for loop and while loop. File operations. File is a collection of related data. File operations like file open, file close, file reading, file delete, file edit, file appending, various operations we can perform. There are two types of files usually we are calculating. Sequential files, random access files, permanent files, temporary files, etc. And then exceptions. Exceptions are occurring at runtime duration. Exceptions just like errors, but errors occurring at compile time, but exceptions occurring at errors occurring at compile time. Exceptions occurring at the runtime duration. To handle the exceptions, we are using try catch operations. Then standard libraries. In order to study advanced Python programming, we are using the libraries. Libraries are also called as packages. Packages are also called as API, application programming interface. In standard library, we are solving NumPy, SciPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, Matplotlib, Natural Language Toolkit, TensorFlow, Keras, and PyTorch. How to write code in Google Colab, Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, and IDAM and scripting way. These are the various editors. To clear the console, we are using import os.system of CLS. So now move on to the topics. Who developed Python programming is Guido van Rossum. He is from Netherlands. While watching a series called Circus, there is a Python and there is a big snake in that series of Circus. That's why he has given the name called Python. Python can be executed in two ways, IDLE and scripting way. IDLE is nothing but integration, development, learning environment. Python data types are integer, character, float, double, etc. Python collections are arrays, lists, sets, tuples, and dictionaries. Python supports mathematical operations or addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo division. Why Python? There are 6 reasons.